Hey guys, what's up? Today we have a very nice knife and it's made by Michael Raymond. And to get the stats out of the way first, the knife is called Estrella, which means stars in Spanish, and it has a spooled 6AL4V titanium, integral titanium, and the blade steel is CPM S30V with switches and the Damascus accents. I was born in May 2014 and signed by Michael. So I got this knife from Michael directly from the Blade Show 2014, and I was very fortunate because it was the last knife, and of course I had to have it because I love Michael's knife. And I was also able to talk to Michael for a while. We hung out for a while, um, and I think, and you know, if I don't tell you or nobody tells you that he's a knife maker, you'll never guess that he's a knife maker because he's so nice. He's just like the your friend next door, and he's very humble also. And he was there with his wife, his baby, only a few months old, his parents, and I was able to meet them all, and I'm really glad I did. And they are also very nice people, and it also shows how much love they have for Michael's work as a knife maker because the entire family is there, and they had to drive for probably 8-9 hours to get there, so it's a pretty long drive. Um, Michael had on his table a newer, well, not a newer, another model, which is called Starlit. I should be getting one pretty soon. It's a scaled down version of this one. I think it's smaller. I don't have the exact measurement, but when I have it, I'll let you guys know. And back to this knife. Okay, so this is the Estrella, and it comes with a newer tool, the pivot tool, and I think this tool is really cool also. Very nice. It's made out of titanium, has a Michael's signature there, and these two dots goes into these two holes to loosen the pivot up in case you want to clean it or I don't know, oil it. And also comes with this nice red leather lanyard or rope, and the entire thing just looks really premium. I am going to write to Michael, and I'm going to ask him to make this thing a little bit more useful, maybe into a bottle opener or maybe a smaller um, pry bar, because this thing is just so nice and so cool. I hate to see it sitting in the box, because unless you want to disassemble your knife, you'll never use it, and I think it's a waste. Michael should make it like a bottle opener so you can have it on your keychain all the time. I'm definitely going to write to Michael about it. Okay, so back to knife. This is Michael call it the spooled uh, texture, and at a glance you might think, oh, it's just another wave um, texture, but it is not. It is not a wave texture. It is not a rippled texture, because this texture is actually a little bit more, probably much more harder to do than the wave or ripple texture. For example, that like the Warren Thomas knives that I have. Why? Because all these grooves that you see, it doesn't extend to the edge, so it was not cut down by one circular machine. Michael had to do this, one by one, or at least design the machine to do it one by one. But I don't know how he will how he does it, because all the line are different. There are larger grooves, shorter grooves. So he probably has to do it one by one, and it goes all the way to the back, and always to half of the clip. The clip is also very nice. It has improved a lot the tension. Right now it stays in the pocket much tighter, which for me in my case it's better. Um, the action on this knife I think has improved for me at least, because everybody have their own preferences, but the detent on this one is a little bit lighter now. You can now actually flick the knife with authority, easily. The older version, the detent is a little bit tighter, so you just have to open it like a normal knife. You can flick it, you just need a little bit more practice. On this one you really don't. Oops, cut myself. I really don't need practice to flick out the knife, so that's really nice. It comes with a Mokutai pivot that Michael made, and it has a really cool accent. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a line. It's like a wavy line, but pretty straight. And the blue color just make it look much better. The thumb stud is also carved out one piece, and it has this curvature, so your thumb will be able to stay on the curve all the way until it opens. And it also made out of Mokutai, which is also really nice. The jimping actually works. It's much sharper now. I do not I remember that his older one isn't as sharp, but I might have to check on those. I'll probably do a comparison video of all my Estrella knives, so you'll be able to see how Michael is evolving a little bit by little bit every time. And the grind is just so perfect hand rub also. Estrella. Love the stretches. Gives you a very nice penetration point there. There's a lot of little details in this knife. For example, the one screw clip. The screws are also heat treated or probably anodized. I think it's heat treated to give the same accent as the Mokutai. Lock up 50%, perfectly lock up. No movement. You can no stiffness. Absolutely nothing. No stiffness. And every time it locks, you just feel like like a bank vault is closing. I mean, you know it is locked tight. And because of the integral frame, which is a one-piece titanium frame lock, I think the sound stays in the inside of the handle, and it makes it sounds much better. It just sounds louder, and I love it actually. I've talked to Michael at the show, and I think Michael's going to be like really great knife maker, because I said his knife is perfect, and he told me that he can always find something that bugs him in every knife. It doesn't matter how much he tried to perfect it. It's just like there's no perfect knife for him, which is good, because in that way he can always getting better and better. Although this knife truly, to me, it's perfect. There's no little flaws that I can find on this one, and it's as simple as it will get on a knife. There's only one screw for the clip, and you can ask him to take the screw out if you don't want the clip, and he can make you a really nice pouch, leather pouch, and the rest is just the pivot screw, and that's also really nice. You can just take the pivot out, and then you can just slide the blade out and do the cleaning. It's amazing how simple and how easy you can clean up this knife. And at the same time, the length, it's probably my only um, thing I don't. It's not like that I don't like. It's probably the only thing that makes me. I just want I want a larger knife, and but the 3.4 inches long. This size is actually perfect for EDC because you don't really have to have a longer, larger blade for your EDC works. For 90% of the times you can do it with this type of length, which is pretty nice. Some people might not like big blade for EDC, but I actually like tactical knives, and I really prefer it to be a little bit larger. I know Michael will make one soon. He's just taking his time, perfecting every little thing. So that's about it on this knife. Perfectly centered, of course, all the time. So if you guys get a chance, really, write to Michael. I don't know if his book is still open. I hope so, and check him out. You will not regret it. Um, Not many people makes integral knives, and the one that makes uh, integral knives, they are not as perfect as this one, except Scott Cook, which he mentored Michael Raymond. And but uh, if you own Scott Cook's knife and you compare it to Michael's knife, there is a certain difference in the design. Um, on the picture you'll probably not be able to notice a lot of differences, but in hand you can see some differences. It's not which one is better, both are really great. It's just different. It gives you a different feel, a different purpose and everything, the different details. So that's about it on this knife. Let me know if you guys have any question, okay? And subscribe and thumbs up. Take care. Bye.